The Chargers just signed Bradley Bozeman, and if you have been watching my videos, you know that I have been calling for this for a while now. I even just said it in my video yesterday, like an hour before it was announced. But this is a great low money signing in free agency that does not count against the comp pick formula. We know Joe Hortiz really prioritizes that, but also he's going to be a stopgap center for us. He is 29 years old, but I actually think that he has the chance to start for this entire season because I watched the film and he is pretty good. Now, I do still expect the Chargers to draft a center because they need to fill out that position for the future. But Bradley Bozeman, he might just win that starting job for this season. And tomorrow, I want to talk to you guys about the salary cap and this cornerback room because there have been some conflicting reports about the salary cap. But today, we are going to do a film breakdown on Bradley Bozeman. So make sure to like and subscribe if you do enjoy this content, bro. It helps me out so much. And now, let's get into this film room. Now, the first thing that stands out to me is his ability to get into the second level. Now, this is going to be a zone run. As you can see, all of these offensive linemen taking their first step to that left side. And you can see it's a double team on this defensive tackle. He's just going to pass him off because he's kind of taking himself out of the play, shooting right into that right guard. Bradley Bozeman climbs to the second level, picks up the linebacker, and you just work with him down the field, and the running back gets an easy about 5 yards. That linebacker was taken out of the play by Bradley Bozeman. Harbaugh loves that. Now, here's another one, easily getting to the second level. There's no defensive lineman he needs to pick up. Goes up, takes on the linebacker, and that's all that you need to do. That's all you ask him to do. He gets the second level pretty fluidly, but also check out a little smack talk here. They're getting into it. He's got a little edge to him. Now we got a wide receiver screen pass. Check out Bradley Bozeman, what he does to this defensive tackle. He's just going to swipe him away. Whoop! Just throw him right on the ground. You get all the way to the 40-yard line. This is like 10 yards down the field, and he's picking up another defender, a linebacker. This play was blown up, but check out in real time, man, the speed he has to swipe down the tackle and get to the second level, pick up another man. That's really, really good. Now, this is really well executed by Bradley Bozeman. It's going to look like a zone run because you look at the offensive line, everyone is funneling towards that left side with the running back, but it's actually a gap run. And you can see the linebacker gets confused because he notices this tight end going to this backside, and the running back, he might just cut back. So he plants his foot going towards this side. Blake Bozeman reads it really well. He doesn't lunge or anything and just takes him and basically seals off that side, washes him out of the play. It creates a lot of extra yardage for the running back. Sometimes he does tend to get in trouble because you can see all of these offensive linemen going towards this side. His assignment is double team, climb to the second level. He's a little too focused on trying to help this man when the defensive lineman is going towards the outside shoulder of the guard, so he shouldn't be trying to reach and get that help. He should just try to climb to the second level, and it gets him in trouble because he over pursuits, and that linebacker is able to get behind him. Now, I don't know if this is a miscommunication or what, but the guard is going to take on this lineman, tackle takes on that one, and you can see it kind of looks like, to me, this should be a double team. Bradley Bozeman helps out the left guard here, but instead, it looks like he's trying to shoot out and help out the right guard, just like I showed you on that last play. And he's kind of reaching out a bunch, and then again, over pursuits the linebacker so he can just cut back, and he gets behind him. But on top of that, he should have probably, at least it looks like, again, I don't know the blocking assignments, but it looks like he should have helped out with this double team here and then taken on the lineman so that the guard could have picked up the linebacker, or maybe he's trying to pick up the linebacker and he would have just left him there. But the way this defensive lineman is shooting that gap, I think the center probably should have taken him. You know, I actually think Bradley Bozeman would be a really good center in a gap running scheme because look at him from the center position, pulling out, getting all the way out in space, getting in front of the running back and taking on that linebacker. And then he just kind of, like, this isn't his fault, okay? Because look, the running back goes towards the outside. He's trying to push the linebacker towards the outside. The fault here lies on this guard who allows this defensive lineman to work him so that he can get that leverage and fill up that gap. The center right here, Bradley Bozeman, he's doing his job, washing that linebacker all the way towards the sideline. Okay, I think this may be our starting center, bro. I love this. He's pointing towards the right tackle. Look at the right tackle looking at him, and he's pointing at the safety, and then he's pointing at the left tackle down here and this edge player. basically what he's calling out is the protection. He's saying right tackle, the safety's coming down. He absolutely does. Now he's in the box, and you want the right tackle to pick up the safety. You want the left tackle to seal off this backside defender. And then not only did Bradley Bozeman tell both tackles what to do here, but he also takes his own assignment and just kind of seals off this weak side in case there's a cutback lane that opens up. Look at this in real speed, because this is what a veteran center does in the NFL. Does his own job, tells both tackles what to do, and that's beautiful. Here's another gap scheme run. Bradley Bozeman is not going to be the pulling man, but he's actually going to be the sealing man. He's taking that defensive lineman and he's pushing him downfield. You run right behind him. Oh, I'm telling you, man, he's really good in a gap scheme offense. Like I showed you, he can be the seal off man, but also check him out here, pulling again with this right guard, getting all the way out in space, taking on this defensive lineman, pushing him down the field. Gives you an extra like 3 or 4 yards if you're that running back, man. And that is what Harbaugh wants. We started here and now we are here. That's 5 yards. Bradley Bozeman knows exactly what's going on. Check out this hand signal, pointing towards Micah Parsons and then pointing towards this side where this gap is with the right guard. Right guard's not really paying attention, looking back, snapping the ball. What does Micah do? It's exactly what Bradley Bozeman was trying to communicate to the right guard, and he wasn't paying attention. And the result is a sack. Okay, this is a zone run, and this is much better because instead of reaching to try to get a double team block here, he does get that hand on the defensive lineman and get the double team with the right guard. You can see he passes him off right there, climbs up to the second level to take on the linebacker, and then check it out. You run right behind him. That is a beautifully executed double team, man. That is seriously as good as it gets. I love seeing it. Now here we go. One-on-one center against this zero tech defensive tackle. And it's just going to be me against you. And he runs him down the field. You run right behind him. Creates a huge gap. Now I'm going to show you a little bit of the low lights because this is a center who's going to be signing with us for low money. So the biggest negatives are really like that over pursuit that I showed you, but also the lunging. And that kind of goes hand in hand with the over pursuit. He's just going to lunge right here into his man, and he takes advantage of it, just swipes him away. It was kind of like a push and pull. That's Neville Gallimore, by the way, getting that tackle for loss. And then he was one of the worst pass blocking offensive linemen. Right here, he just kind of gets lost in the sauce, looking towards this left side, but this is a stunt move. He's still looking this way, still backpedaling, not getting into any action. Boom, just gets knocked off the spot by DeMarcus Lawrence, and then he gets the sack. He also does struggle with defensive linemen that have a ton of power. You can see he's getting pushed up, and now he's just going to be pushed right away. This is a really good play by this defensive tackle, but he does struggle with defensive linemen that have really good power like that. I mean, you can just see it. This is literally the very next play. This is a pass pro rep, so just check him out. In pass protection, he's kind of getting worked all around, getting thrown around like a rag doll. He's like 320 or something, 345, I think, actually. And he should not be getting thrown around like this. Head down. He's got his shoulders. He's really kind of like off balance here. Not a good looking pass protection. Also, I would like to see him give up a lot less ground. Check this out. He's just going to snap this ball, backpedal a ton, like 5-6 yards. And he's not getting any action right here. He's looking for it. Now he's getting some action, but this guy's not really even rushing the passer. I think he just kind of is seceding a little bit too much, giving up way too much yardage here. I mean, he's backpedaling like he's a tackle when he should be backpedaling like some of these guards right here. You see how they got a good base and he's just a little, I mean, he's not a little, he's way too narrow and he's getting almost as much depth as this right tackle. Yeah, I don't like that. So is this an upgrade over Will Clapp? Well, definitely in the run game, yes, it is, both in zone and gap runs. But also, he's a better double teamer. He does tend to over pursuit sometimes, but I think Greg Roman is going to be able to clean that up because he's one of the best minds in running the football. And then in pass protection, it's kind of like a push. You know, he's probably just as good as Will Clapp. I don't think he's any worse. So this is a great signing. Low money, veteran guy. I showed you he can call out protections. He sees what's happening in runs and in pass protection. So this is a very good signing. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you didn't see my video yesterday, first of all, I called this signing yesterday. And then Denzel Perryman signed with the Chargers.